you can participate in that. There is choice in the world. So, again, that exercise we did a little while ago, higher self, give me a tool, give me a gift that will help me let go so that I can face change. Because the flow is just the conversation of change. It's just the direction of energy moving out. You cannot hold it back. You cannot suck it into you. That's not your purpose here. Your purpose in this planet at this time is to give from infinite incarnations of the soul your wisdom and that which you have to give, which could be a smile, it could be a note you write, it could be a thing you paint, it could be 1,000 things. Here is one of the greatest art teachers I've ever known.
Thank you.
It's true. It's true. Because you have a holographic mind. And so it's time for us all to be creative in that way. So just close your eyes. Take a deep breath into your body. And ask your higher self, again, your intuition, your intuitive voice, to give you a tool that will help you embrace change, to move into the flow of change, the flow of evolution, the flow of possibility. It could be a symbol or an object or a color. See what flashes into your consciousness. And then draw that into your body. Just imagine that the trillions of cells of your body, every cell is taking a picture of it. It's taking it in, so that you don't have to think about it anymore. You are now wielding potential. You are now wielding participation. That's grace. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. So whenever you feel yourself resisting, you simply do an exercise in consciousness. You simply shift the energy, not the chatter of the mind or emotional mind, but you actually give yourself something new, and that shifts your energy, and suddenly you see the potential. Suddenly you see a possibility. Suddenly you go in a different direction. Yes. Great.
I had a visitation. I had someone call my name from the back of my skull, because I've been working with autoclarians because of all the film stuff. And it was a voice I'd never heard before in a different way I'd ever heard it. And it was quite remarkable. And I wondered what you thought of that. And then Priscilla told me she gets them occasionally too. But it was so neutral, I guess.
We like that neutral stuff, because otherwise we can get into whatever's. Where was it in the back of your
Right
skull?
above here.
Okay.
And it came out my ears. It wasn't like a sound that came in, it was like a call that came out.
Okay, so that part right there, right in there, are some forbidden acupuncture points that are called windows to the sky, that allow higher frequencies to come in. Now, I would temper that by saying that anytime you hear a voice there, you're probably hearing your voice in another body. You know, you've matured to something. There's a point of, again, synergistic reference that can open something, some point of creativity or illumination for you. And so that a capacity of illumination has been seated there in incarnations that you've carried. So very often, that's why it's so available. That voice will enter in there, come out the ears, you know. And so what you always want to do is to really feel that voice and then just sort of connect with your higher self at that moment. And let the higher self will either shut it off or it'll amplify that energy. You know, so that's the way to guide what you're receiving, what you're willing to receive, because there are trillions and billions of voices out there, which are real voices, which may not be useful to us because they're caught in astral imprints, and there may be frequencies that will really lift us into other octaves, you know. So And the beauty of that is to be able to discern and to feel that the quality of that energy. And the best way to do that is to just, think your higher self and then see what happens. Your higher self will bring that, amplify it, or facilitate it for you so that it serves you. It's not just some static going on in the back there. It's coming from some other time and space, but something that illuminates it. Sometimes we hear that and it calls your name and then it's gone. Nothing else happens. But it's brought your point of reference someplace. And so what's very important about that is that bringing our point of reference to hearing a voice or to focusing on something always needs to be, again, connected to potential. Oh, here's something that's opening me. So what you really want to do is to breathe in and feel the energy moving there so that it can serve you. And if it doesn't serve you, then you can release that. And then you can just bring that voice around into your consciousness. And what frequency of light do you need to be released into the highest octave of light? That's why I think it's so important, especially now, to do incarnational work and let all of those energies come into a conscious perspective for you. There is nothing that quickens our creative energy faster than that, because we expand all of the things that we can wield. Our intelligence, our heart, our creativity, our connections, all of that is amplified when we free ourselves from the constrictions of Denise, or Chris, and we expand out so that we're linking up to a trillion points of reference there. This is a really important time to expand who we are. We at the Alliance just did 6 days, not the usual 4 days, but 6 days of incarnational work to expand. And I am really now looking at my facilitators and watching that expansion in play. So we want to give ourselves there. We're always kind of holding back, controlling. Okay, I'm in this body, and these are the things that I have, and I'm wielding this. Instead of allowing ourselves to expand into that flow, so that all of that cosmic energy that belongs to us can come in pure energetic form, which may or may not have a voice, pure energetic form. And so what you want to do is to really feel the power of you to pull something to you, but then choose if you want it, and to feel its energy. And if it has an energy that expands you, then you didn't have to think, what is it, who is it? It's going in, it's coming out your ears. Just take a deep breath and let your body be a part of that expansion of your ears. So all of these things, all of these kisses, all of these moments of other dimensions are very practical, are energetic, and they change what we think is unchangeable. And so we want to expand into that kind of repertoire now, because what was impossible before is not impossible now, and we are the ones that decide what's going to be possible. And we can't do that unless we can expand our sense of self, in all ways, and especially when it comes to power or creativity. We have to be able to actually feel, not pretend, but feel what power or strength is energetically, rather than think what power or strength is. And that's what time it is. So may we all go from this moment into an ascended energetic and choose that, and walk with the grace and the dignity of the power of being embodied at this time. Greatest love to you all.
Thank you.